Hello everyone, my name is Jay Koteshwara. Today we are going to discuss about design of engine cylinder. In any type of design, some steps are involved here. Let's see, first one is the aim of that part. So here we are going to prepare the cylinder. The basic aim of the cylinder to retain the working fluid and guide the piston. So that is the basic aim of the cylinder, to retain to retain the working fluid and guide the piston. So this is the basic aim of the cylinder. After that, what are the materials? So which type of materials are suitable for the engine cylinder? If you find out here, generally we are preferred cast iron material or cast steel materials are suitable. Cast steel materials are suitable to prepare the engine cylinder. Based on the engine working, some additional requirements are needed in engine cylinder. So what is that means? Cooling of the engine. So cooling is required inside the engine cylinder. Why? Because if you find out, due to the working of engine, the high amount of temperature is developed inside the engine cylinder. To withstand that high amount of temperature, it is the mandatory to remove some amount of heat from the engine cylinder. So that's why the cooling are needed here. The cooling process The cooling process are generally two types based on the cylinder's arrangement. One is air cooled and another one is the water cooled. In case of single cylinders, okay, air cooled and water cooled. The air cooled are preferred in a single cylinder engines. In a single cylinder engines, here the engine cylinder is covered with the help of fins. The fins are surrounded to the engine cylinder. So due to that one, the heat transfer takes place from the engine cylinder to surroundings. So this is about air cooled system. Best example for air cooling system are scooters and motorcycles. They are run with the help of air cooled system. Next one is the water cooled system. Here the water circulation takes place all over the engine. The water cooled system we are preferred in multi cylinders. Multi cylinders we are prefer water cooled system. The best example for this one, like a buses, cars, tractors, etc. So this is about a cooling system. The cooling system is needed inside the engine cylinder. So if you find out, in a water cooled system, we are prefer cylinder liners. What is the function of cylinder liners and how they are classified, how they are defined. Cylinder liners. In case of larger engines, cylinder liners are provided. What is the need of cylinder liners? If you find out any tear or wear generated inside the cylinder, it is easy to replace with the help of cylinder liners. There are two types. One is the dry liner and another one is the wet liner. So let's see what is the dry liner. If you find out the liner system does not have any contact with the water jacket, so the type of system is called dry liner. And next one is the wet liner. The liner system consists of contact with the water jacket. They are called wet liner. These are the two type of liners used in the engines. And next, which type of materials are preferred for liners? Here, the good quality closed grain cast iron materials are preferred, like a paralite, chromium, nickel. The type of materials are preferred to prepare the liners. So this is about the liner system, and next we are going to discuss about the design steps. Which type of design steps are involved in the engine cylinder design? Okay, next, what are the design steps are involved in the engine cylinder? So before that one, it's better to know what is the terminology involved in the cylinder. So this is the diagram, line diagram for cylinder. Let's see what is the terminology involved in the inside the cylinder. If you find out, this is called bore or diameter of the cylinder. So this space is called bore or diameter of the cylinder. And next one, these are the water jackets. What are indicated with the red sketch? They are the water jackets. And this one, the space between the black and blue, it indicates cylinder liner. Cylinder liner. Okay, so these are the bolts or stud. It is the flange. This is the body of the cylinder. Cylinder body. Okay, this is about the terms used involved in the engine cylinder. In case of design point of view, that means what are the steps involved in the design. Here some steps are important at the time of design based on the engine cylinder parts or maybe terms involved here. So let's see that is the diameter of the cylinder. So that is the first step here. It is also called bore or diameter of the cylinder. So this is about the first. After completion of find out the diameter of the cylinder, and next one based on that the diameter, we are going to find out the thickness of the cylinder. Thickness of the cylinder. So that means what is the thickness consists of a cylinder. So this is about the second step. So after completion of this one, so third step, that's the third step is indicated to remaining parts. What are the minor parts here, like involved in the water jacket point of view. So that's why that starts. Third step is defined water jackets. In this water jackets, minor steps are involved here. So let's see what first one is the thickness of the liner. So if you find out how we have defined the thickness of the liner, means the space between these one. So this one is the defined. This one is the defined thickness of the liner. The space between blue and black line, that space is defined thickness of the liner. So let's say what is the thickness of liner? So it will be, and next one, thickness of water jacket wall. So if we find out that the thickness of water jacket wall is defined the space between end of the cylinder to edge of the water jacket. This space is defined water jacket wall thickness. Okay, and next one, water space between the jacket and cylinder. If you find out that one, so this is defined the space between the cylinder and water jacket. So water space between the cylinder and water jacket. And finally, one more step involved in the design of water jackets. So that is the thickness of flange. Thickness of the flange. So what is the thickness consists of flange? Flange thickness. Okay, so these are the steps involved in the design of water jackets, and after that one we are going to find out a few more steps because the space is not available here. So be careful with that. The fourth step is we are going to design the thickness of the cylinder head. So this is about the fourth step, and after that we are going to find out the nominal diameter of the bolts are preferred to connect the head of the cylinder or cylinder cover and engine attachment. So that's why nominal diameter of the bolt. It is also mandatory at the time of design of engine cylinder. Okay, finally, and final step, what is the length of the cylinder? So this is the length of the cylinder. It indicated, or maybe it shows with the help of L suffix C, a length of the cylinder, These are the 6 steps are involved in the design of engine cylinder. Next class we are going to discuss about design of formulation steps. Thank you.